Supposing that I write it in a note tonight.
In the 7 years since we joined Craig and Natalie Hinds for their bushveld wedding, they've toured Europe, the US and Australia. Now they've returned to the bush on the Highveld and built a piece of magic.
Hey, how's it, Craig?
Yeah, hi, Simba. How are you?
You good?
Yeah, very good, thanks.
Lovely.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful house, man.
Thanks
Music
very
business
much.
paid well.
I mean, it's been fantastic. The career's been, just really great. You know, we've had a lot of success and just loving being out here now. The peace and tranquility. We found the land first, and then we got the most incredible architect to help us design this spot.
Now, with all the traveling, it looks like you finally settled down.
It's just about the space, really. You know, in the industry, you surrounded by a lot of people all the time, and I think just the tranquility out here is amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd love you to go meet Sarah, but before we go, this is my favorite part of the house. It's just the entrance, which is straight up from outside. You see right through to the view of the mountains and that. But I'd like you to meet Sarah Calburn, the architect. She's obviously the one. She made this all happen, and really helped us with what we think an amazing house.
The couple didn't want pokey passageways or for the house to be daunting and cavernous. Sarah got it to a T.
Architecturally, it's a beautiful house. What was the brief?
Well, the brief was, first of all, starts, of course, with a beautiful piece of land, and Nat and Craig had chosen a very beautiful site, tranquil, private. I mean, you wanted a real mix of privacy and yet absolutely fabulousness.
And space, air, lots of light.
And this building is really about a dialogue between landscape and architecture, which is partly why the building grows out of the landscape. The landscape and the architecture are talking to each other. I think that's really always my aim. I don't like buildings that just sit plonk on a lawn, for example.
Yeah.
You know, I'm after that mesh of inside and outside, and building and landscape.
It seems like it's a very functional home at the same time, because I know that you did your music video on the rooftop.
It's a big, thick slab roof, so ultimately we want to plant the entire roof. But yeah, in that far corner over there, we shot the music video. But you can see the grass. You know, the idea was that the house sort of comes out of the land, so the grass grows up each of the ramps and then spreads onto the roof.
When the sky is falling, don't give up. When the waters rise, don't give up.
Craig and Natalie don't spend time on the internet or watch much TV. Being outside under open skies is their favorite pastime, and the decor shows it.
When it comes to designing a home like this that's in the bush, you sort of try to marry what's outside and move it in?
Absolutely. I mean, for us, we live outside, and this room is like an outside-inside living experience, actually. The doors all fold back and the whole house becomes the patio.
For me, the architecture and the surround spoke volumes just in themselves. We kept the colours neutral and added splashes of colour throughout the home.
Like these little bits bring that turquoise of the pool in, and that's what we love.
Designer Sarah SCHLAPHOFF knows her clients better than most.
Nat and I grew up together, so we've known each other a long time, and this project was more fun, really, than anything else.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
This open space needed to be anchored down a bit, and we chose this beautiful rug from Paco, which has done that job, and then a mixture of textures, and this thick weave on this ottoman really reminded me of the rough felt outside, and I loved bringing that element into this interior.
The art has been quite important because Craig and I love the art, and Sarah's been, she's an artist as well. Those prints are Bambo Sabir. We met him together, and so like we took our lead from the prints. So we've brought some of the blues and greys into the soft furnishings and all of that. So it's more about the art than about the furnishings.
Now, when it comes to designing a house like this, I mean, was it sort of like a steady flow in terms of textures and colors from the outside all the way through?
Absolutely.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So this table is kind of central to the whole room. In fact, the house really, it's probably a symbol of what we are, entertaining, social, yeah.
Almost feel like it's already my favorite piece in the house.
It is. It's very dramatic, it's rustic, and it is a key feature.
I mean, we have dinner parties that turn into breakfasts, that turn into lunches. Craig and I are big cooks.
Nat is actually an incredible cook. She cooked for the band on the road. Well, she's not the band's chef, but often when we're on tour, you know.
And that's why, like, at the end of the day, I mean, Craig and I, you know, you drive into the farm and everything just kind of starts to relax, and you know, we'll sit here and while I'm cooking he's chatting and sitting here. That's why this kitchen is open plan, so that people can be involved but they don't have to be in the kitchen.
Whenever I walk into a musician's house, I almost keep waiting to see something that's quite musical, and I've noticed the antique piano there.
Yeah, that's my grandfather's. I inherited that. It's a lovely instrument. It's slightly out of tune, but it's magnificent, yeah.
The two of you as a couple, I mean, how do you deal with all the traveling that he does?
I used to work for the band for about
years.
12 years until, I started in IT last year.
You can say you got bored if you got bored.
Needed a bit of a different direction, and I was offered the opportunity, so I took it. And that's one of the things I wanted to show you, was the study desk. That's a work from home environment that also has the views and all of that.
Oh,
So
this is perfect. Just look at this. Sit here, do your work. If you wanted a bit of peace, you could just look out at that.
yeah.
And now I can't help but notice this, but you guys need to come take a look at this. Natalie, this is very Kim H. Am I right?
Funnily enough, yeah, it is. He's actually an old family friend of ours, and when he popped around, he suggested a few little things here and there that really enhanced the house. And this upcycled wall is one of his signature things.
Craig and Natalie are pretty handy designers themselves.
So this is the master bedroom.
My favourite part about this room is the indoor-outdoor shower. If you're in the shower, the doors open, so you're pretty much outdoor at the same time. And we like the idea of the bed sort of being positioned in the middle, big bath, and once again, just views everywhere. Even that skylight at the top just gives so much light to the room, and the view is...
To wake up to that.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Just open the doors and lie in bed and just... check the view out, yeah.
The countryside that inspires them is right on their doorstep. If they like a piece of art, they meet the artist. They are literally in touch with their influences.
This is really cool space.
Yeah, this is our, well, obviously the library, which I mean, that's a big reader. I also read a bit, so we've stacked all the books in there. Got the piano in here.
Displayed some of your awards.
Yeah, just...
Yes.
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, they're all here, all the albums. It's just great to go back and think, wow, what a great time in our lives. And 2005 was a great album, and 2003, and more recently, I think that was the Staring at the Ceiling award there. But it's a beautiful room. The sun rises over there.
When I think back to the song that really made you guys famous, it had to be Indigo Girl, right?
Yeah.
Would you mind playing that for us?
Yeah, no, I know that one well. I'll play you a couple of bars.
Managing Watershed for many years, Natalie has been their Indigo Girl.
You guys ever feel like you're living the dream?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it is. It's you know, it's been a long career, lots of albums and lots of touring, and I started off as a teacher many years ago as a school teacher, and then decided to just go full time into music, and started Watershed, and it's been a great time.
And I understand you guys are coming out with an album soon.
Yeah, we've got a new album coming out towards the end of the year called Author. Yeah, and we put out a single not too long ago called Don't Give Up, which we'll play for you now. And yeah, hopefully you enjoy the album when it comes out.
Well, let's hear it then.
Put one foot in front of the other, lift both eyes up to the sun.
From here, Craig and Natalie watch owls and listen to jackals by night, take early morning walks, work till late, and for those still chasing their own dream, they have a message.
Hold on, when the sky is falling, oh, don't give up, when the waters rise, oh, don't give up, one more mile to cover, one more fight to fight.